Now let's try to learn how to solve question number 8. So in this question, they have already given that the AP consists of 50 terms. This means that the given condition is n equals 50. Because they have given there are a total of 50 terms, I'm taking the number of terms n as 50. And they have also given the third term is 12, which means A3 is 12. And the last term is 106, which means the 50th term is 106. See, they have not mentioned that the 50th term is 106, but they have clearly given there are 50 terms, and within 50 terms, the last term will be the 50th term, which is 106, and we are supposed to find the 29th term. So in any problem in arithmetic progression, it's better to write what has been given in the question, and also what are you supposed to find. So this is very important. So I repeat the given conditions. They have clearly mentioned the third term is 12. So we write A3 equal to 12. And the last term is 106. So usually when they give us last term is 106, we write AN equal to 106. But here they have given that there are 50 terms. So out of 50 terms, last term will be the 50th term. So A50 is equal to 106. And we are supposed to find the 29th term. Now, as we all know, the solution, I'm doing it on the right side of the screen. As we all know, A3 can be written as A plus 2D according to the formula, which is 12. And also A50 can be written as A plus 49D because it's 50 minus 1, which is nothing but 106. And these two can be eliminated. So there is a negative sign here, there is a negative, and this also becomes minus. A and minus A will get cancelled. 2D minus 49D will become minus 47D. And also here upon subtraction, we will be getting 94. And then D becomes minus 94 by minus 47. So minus and minus will get cancelled. 47 2 times is 94. So this is the value of common difference, and we substitute in either of the equations. So I'm taking the first equation and substituting D as 2 in the place of D, and you will be getting like this. So A plus 4 is equal to 12, and A is equal to 12 minus 4, which is 8. So now having gotten the values of A and D, we're going to substitute both of the values in this A29. That is what we are supposed to find. So A29 is nothing but A plus 28D. So A is nothing but 8, 28 times. D is nothing but 2. So we get 8 plus 56. This will be equal to 64. So this 64 is the 29th term which we are supposed to find. When it comes to the 9th problem, we have been given that the third term is 4, that is A3 is 4. And we have also been given that the 9th term is minus 8, that is A9 is minus 8. So this has been given clearly. And then which term of the AP is 0, which means AN is 0, and we are supposed to find the value of AN. This is very important. So some of us might feel that we are supposed to find AN. No. So in AP, they have given the third term is 4 and 9th term is minus 8. And which term of this AP is 0 means 0 is going to occur in the AP, but where is that 0 going to come? Which position? So we assume that 0 is going to come somewhere. So that somewhere is taken as AN, nth position. And we are going to find that N. Which position is 0? So again, the same manner we do this. So that's how we proceed with the problem. So we have been given that A3 is 4, which means A plus 2D is 4. And we have also been given that A9 is minus 8, which means A plus 8D is minus 8. And then now we eliminate them. So when we eliminate A and minus, they will get cancelled. This will give us minus 6D because 8 is the bigger number. And this becomes plus, and we'll be getting 12. So D becomes 12 by minus 6. So you'll be getting D equals minus 2. So this is the value of common difference. And when we substitute this common difference in either of the equations, for example, I'm taking the first equation. So A plus 2D is 4. So A plus 2 times D. D is minus 2, which is equal to 4. So we get A minus 4 equals 4. So you get A equal to 8. So we get the value of A as 8 and D as minus 2. And with which we proceed with taking AN as 0. because they have given some term of the AP is going to be 0. So I write the formula and equate it to 0. We know the value of A, which is 8. N is what we have to find out. We know the value of D, which is -2. Now, next step is n minus 1 into -2 equals -8, because 8 goes to the right side, becomes -8. N minus 1 equal to -2 by -8 by -2. Because this goes to division, this get cancelled and becomes 4. So if n minus 1 is 4, we get n as 5. So this is the answer. So we write by concluding the fifth term of the AP is 0. Now the 17th term of an AP exceeds its 10th term by 7. It's quite clearly given. So this problem can be approached using two methods. One is the 17th term exceeds the 10th term by 7. We can write it like this, which means the 17th term is 7 more than the 10th term. That is the meaning of exceeds. So the value of the 17th term will be 7 more than the value of the 10th term. So we can write by subtracting both of them and giving it as 7, or we can also write A17 as A10 plus 7. So 17th term is 7 greater than the 10th term. We can write it either way. Both are the same. In the first equation, if minus goes to the other side, this is what we will be getting. So you can approach this using either of the ways. And then we are supposed to substitute values and find the answer. So as per the question, we have been given that 17th term exceeds the 10th term by 7. So you write 17th term A17 and you write 10th term, and the difference will be 7. Now when you substitute the values for this, that is A17 is A plus 16B and A10 is A plus 9B within bracket. We have to be very careful while using brackets and all that. And now in the next step, we get A plus 16B minus A minus 9B. This will be 7. And now A and minus A will get cancelled. And 16B minus 9D is 7D equals 7. So D equals 1. So not all the problems will have two equations like the previous one. Sometimes it can be one single equation where one of the variables will get cancelled. Here it is A and you get the value of common difference as 1. And that is what we are supposed to find. We are supposed to find the common difference. When it comes to the 11th problem. So which term of the AP? So they have mentioned the AP, which means we can derive the values of A and D from it. So A will be the first term, which is 3, and D will be second term minus first term, which will be 12. So now we know the values of A and D, which is quite ready. So the question is, which term of the AP will be 132 more than the 54th term? First, let us try to understand this question. So they have given an AP like this, 3, 15, 27, 39, from which we have gotten the values of A and D. So now the question is, somewhere in this AP, there is going to be some number in the 54th position. Like if you can see on the screen, 39 is the 4th position. 15 is in the 2nd position. 27 is in the 3rd position. Likewise, in the 54th position of the AP, as the AP keeps going, we'll be able to get the term. And to that term, when we add 132, whatever term that is, 54th term, when we add 132 to that term, we will get another number, which will also be a term in the AP when you keep continuing. And we are supposed to find which position is this new term. This is what is being asked. So with this understanding, we have been given an AP where there is going to be 54th term. And when we add 132 to that, then we get another term and we have to find the position of the other term as per the question. Which term will be 132 more than the 54th term? So let's go step by step. Let's try to first find the 54th term. If you look at the left side of the screen, 54th term will be A plus 53D. And now A is 3 and 53 times D is 12. So this will be 636 or something. So we'll be able to get 639. So once we get the value of A54, as we all know, we are going to add 132 to this. So the nth term will be 639 and then we add 132 to this value. So we take the nth term as 639 plus 132 because the term will be 132 more than the 54th term. So the 54th term is 639 and then we add 132. We get it as 771. So the 771 will be an, which is the nth term. And now we substitute the formula, which is a plus n minus 1 into d. This is going to be 778. And then the value of a is 3, n minus 1. And the value of d is 12, which is equal to 778. So n minus 1 into 12 will be equal to 775 because the 3 goes to the other side, gets subtracted, and we'll be getting n minus 1 equals 775 divided by 12. So there is an error, I'm sorry for this. So the value is 771, not 778. So we get a plus n minus 1 into d equals 771. And in the place of a, you substitute 3 and n minus 1 into d. D value is 12, which is equal to 771. And now n minus 1 times 12 will be equal to 768. When it goes to the other side, it gets subtracted. And n minus 1 equals 768 divided by 12. Now this will be 64 when you cancel it. So n minus 1 is 64. So n will be equal to 65. So this is the value of n. So we write by saying 65th term will be 132 more than the 54th term. So the answer is n equal to 65. Let's learn how to solve question number 12. So they have given that there are two APs. They have the same common difference. So we can have two APs which have the same common difference, but they can be different terms. For example, a very simple example like the list of odd numbers and the list of even numbers. When we consider these two APs, that is the list of odd numbers, which is 1, 3, 5, 7, and list of even numbers, which is 2, 4, 6, 8. Just by considering these two APs, it's very evident that the first term is different. The first term is 1 in the first AP and 2 in the second AP. But the common difference is the same. As you can see, the common difference is 2 in both the cases. So there can be two different APs, but they can have the same common difference. And this is what is given in the question. Two APs have the same common difference. So now, since we have two APs, let me assume the first term of the first AP as capital A. So let the first term of AP1, so I'm naming it as AP1, be capital A. And then let the first term of the second AP be small a. That is of AP2 be small a. Just to show the distinction. For example, in the example which I gave you now, when I told 1, 3, 5, 7, this is capital A. And when I told you 2, 4, 6, 8, this is small a. Just to differentiate that the two APs are different. The common difference is the same, but the APs will be of different first terms and all that. So let us take the first term as capital A. There are two APs. For the first AP, the first term is capital A, and for the second AP, the first term is small a. And the common difference is going to be common because they have given it is the same. So the common difference will be just D. Just small d. Here there is no difference capital D or small d. So it is just D. So this is very important. This is the assumption that we are doing. And in the question, they have given the difference between their 100th terms. So the 100th term of first AP will be A100. And the 100th term of second AP will be small a100. They have given the difference between the 100th terms is 100. And we are supposed to find the difference between their 1000th terms, which is this. This is what we are supposed to find. Just to give some clarity, if first term is capital A, then nth term is capital AN. If first term is small a, then nth term is small an. That is why I have used like this. So just to give a understanding of this, they have given two APs, which both of which are different. So we are assuming the first term of one of the APs as capital A and the first term of the other AP as small a. The common difference has been given as the same, so we assume just small d. They have also given the difference between their hundredth terms, which means capital A 100 minus small a 100. What is capital A 100? It is the 100th term of the first AP. What is small a 100? It is the 100th term of the second AP. And the difference, the subtraction between these two will give you 100. So what I mean by this is, when I say capital A 100, it means A plus 99B. That is the formula, A in formula. Likewise, when I say small a 100, it means small a plus 99B. This is given as 100. I am just equating this. Capital A 100 means, so for example, A10 is A plus 90. So A 100 will be A plus 99. So I have used A plus 99B. The only difference is here I have used capital A, here I have used small a, just to show the difference between the two APs. Now, when you remove the bracket, this becomes like this. The minus or the plus becomes minus. Now, plus 99D and minus 99D will get cancelled. And you get capital A minus small a is 100. This is what we are getting. We are just getting an equation with capital A and small a. This is what we get. And now we are supposed to find 8,000 minus 8,000 minus small 8,000. This is what we are supposed to find as per the question. They have given that the difference between their 100 terms is 100. And we make use of that to find a relation. So this equation 1 is the relation that we are finding out. And we are supposed to find the difference between their 1,000th terms. So when we apply the formula, we get capital A plus 999 minus, for this we'll be getting small a plus 999. You need to read the question first in order to understand all of this. So 8,000 will be a plus 999 and small a 1,000 will be a plus 999. So now when we subtract this, 999 and minus 9990 will get cancelled. Will give you capital A minus small a. Now, according to the first equation, capital A minus small a is nothing but 100. So this will also be 100. And you end by saying it is from equation 1. So we are getting capital A by small a, and we have already gotten that value as 1. And so we conclude by saying 100.